Hey guys, what it do? It's your boy Supreme Chi the God, and today I want to talk about Obito versus all of Jujutsu Kaisen. Um, Giving them curses, all the big heavy hitters. There's no point in putting fathers. Anyone like that's grade one below is pretty pointless because the abilities is not doing nothing to Obito. Our biggest, the biggest characters, the people that will play the biggest roles would be, Sukuna and Gojo. These are the two main guys in my Haraga, right? Because of adapting and adaptability. I'm gonna give them my Haraga, right? Hakari is absolutely useless here because his ability is to not die, and it doesn't really matter to somebody like Obito, who will A, speed blitz, B, could probably punch Hakari's head off because his punches are crazy powerful. C has wood style. This is one eye Obito, because if I put like Renegon Obito, it's just not even, he just almighty push. He uses Tobacco Tensai. He just cooks everybody with literal, like, no effort essentially. So now Sukuna slashes could cut through Obito. He has his Izanagi because there's so many opponents. He has his Izanagi, so he can use that once. But the problem with it is he has the Sharingan, so precog. It is not cutting him. Because it cuts space and the world itself. But the thing is, Obito's Kamui should be able to surpass, like, counteract it, because Kamui removes him from this world. It brings him to a different world, a different dimension completely. So Sukuna is only cutting the world itself, but he's not cutting worlds. Do you get me? But not even that. It doesn't matter because Obito has precog and Sharingan, so he is dodging that shit because he can see it will probably cut him, and if he cuts him once, it's never cutting him again, so it doesn't even matter. And he has, wood style and Hashirama cells, so he's regenerating that bitch anyway. So and this is the problem with Obito here. His speed is way, and I mean insurmountably faster than everybody in this thing, bro. He was fighting KCM2 narutO, and was it KCM1? I can't remember, but with Guy and Kakashi. And Kakashi was the one with his weakness, right? He was dominating them despite Kakashi being his weakness with the Kamui, and he wasn't even using the Rinnegan abilities, so it's not like it did much difference, right? Obito was confident with one eye and his Rinnegan, I think, or with his just one eye, to defeat all of the Akatsuki that were coming back to life, including Itachi, and he did not care. Right, as soon as they showed Madara, he was like, all right, man, Madara is a whole different beast. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's the guy that I'm working with, so why would, you know what I'm saying? Why would I try to fight that guy? So, that's the thing about it. I think Obito's overwhelming speed right here, and his hacks, bro. Kamui is such a hacks. Like, half of these fighters are getting blinked out of existence because he's like, and bro, if we put DMS Obito, bro. DMS Obito, bro. He just snipes every single, like, he snipes like 4 motherfuckers at a time, like, no problem. Like, what? They lucky he don't have Kakashi's eye. Well, his own eye. You know what I'm saying? Obito is nerfed in Naruto because two of his eyes together are so OP. We saw DMS Kakashi was on a whole different level. He was slamming Kaguya, bro. He was doing all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, Obito is already nerfed, and I'm giving him an extra nerf here because I'm not letting him be the most powerful he's been at the show, which is like Jubito. That's just way too much, right? I need to give the Jujutsu Kaisen team a chance, right? So I'm gonna say, Gojo obviously has blue, red, all of that, which should be able to, I mean, blue should be able to affect, Obito, unless he uses Kamui, because once he Kamuis, I don't think that shit is pulling him. But if you believe he pulls him, you know what? We'll grant that, right? It pulls him. That's an advantage to Obito anyway, because if he's close to Gojo, like, he's Kamuiing the shit out of him, and we know for a fact that Kamui works on Gojo because, obviously, big massive spoilers, Sukuna slash is dimensional, and therefore it cuts through Gojo's infinity, and space-time seems to work against Gojo. So Obito would take Gojo and that space and bring it to the Kamui dimension, and then it's GG's, right? And I'm pretty sure Obito might be able to even punch through infinity, just because we know that the stronger, well, I suppose you need domain amplification, actually, not just pure raw strength. But yeah, I think if he punches him hard enough, Gojo's going flying with his divinity, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. But it is what we're gonna leave him. We're not gonna give Obito that, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna say obviously I think Kamui works. Like, you know, and if Kamui doesn't work, Obito still obliterates everybody else, and including Maharaga. He one shots Maharaga with a punch. I'm not gonna lie to you. His punches are probably like Gojo Black Flash amped punches. Like normally, like these dudes in Naruto be punching, bro. Like they be punching motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? We know Obito has the speed advantage, the strength advantage, the durability advantage, the endurance advantage. We ain't never seen that boy tired, you know what I'm saying? We ain't never seen that boy tired, boy. This boy is so durable. He was able to kamoi his powers in the afterlife. Where this dude, nobody has ever survived having a Jinchuriki pulled out of him. This dude had the 10 tails pulled out of him, and he was still alive, brother. You know what I'm saying? Them Hashirama cells was working on overtime. So most of these guys' attacks are just not doing shit, right? If Sukuna has regular slashes, it's pointless, bro. He's just not doing nothing because he's just going to kamoi out of all of it. So we're going to give him his space-cutting kamoi. And Obito is a very intelligent fighter as well. He's going to see the odds and he's going to say this is going to be a difficult fight. So he's not going to be as careless as when he was against Karen. And because he's not going to be as careless, like, I think, listen, Utah with curse speech manipulation, cool, he goes stop, but I think just the power to tell Obito to stop is gonna probably put him out of commission. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro, because Obito is so much stronger than him, and we know that curse speech works. The stronger the opponent, the more damage it takes for it gives you, you know what I'm saying? And Obito is so exponentially stronger than Utah, right? And he can probably still kamoi while stopped, right? I think he definitely can still kamoi while stopped. You know, he just might not be able to move. He's still kamoi, so nothing is touching him, right? If you believe the space cutting is touching him, cool. It cuts him. He uses Izanagi, and then Yuta is the first person he's going after, and nobody is getting in his way because his speed blitzes everybody. Everybody. He perception blitz everybody, to be quite realistic. But we're gonna say he speed blitz everybody. He goes after Yuta. Yuta's out of commission. One shot. Either kamoi or his wood style. Remember, he doesn't even use his wood style much in the fights, right? Because remember when he first unlocked his Mangekyo Sharingan, he used wood style, and that's already gonna take hella opponents because he can just like spread so many branches and trees that it's gonna, whoever it touches apart from Gojo and Sukuna, they're dead pretty much, right? And Utah should be fine as well because RCT. So Hakari as well should be fine because RCT, but everybody else is dead. Maki's whole not being visible thing doesn't matter because, you know, Sharingan, brother. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, because of precog and how much faster he is than them, every attack they send, he sees and he can easily maneuver. Even if you believe Sukuna's world cutting could affect him, he's gonna see, dodge, evade, do everything. I think it won't be easy diff because there's so many opponents, Maharaga of course and stuff like that. But I think, you know, the way Obito's fighting style, and the problem with Obito's fighting style in general is that he doesn't really take his time fighting people, you know what I'm saying? He goes for the kill immediately, like, and there's no problem for him to, you know, snipe, well, to kamoi somebody body part off or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That he doesn't have the long range kamoi, but he will get close enough to people and he will kamoi everybody. And he's good. We know he's good against multiple opponents. Again, when Rin died and he just massacred everybody, and this is when he was just brand new at using his abilities, and he's only gotten way stronger. He's the one that allegedly dealt the final blow to the Two Tails. So, and I think most of these guys are dying from punches, because if he punches these guys in the head, bro, brain damage, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You know, and if he uses his wood style, which we have to give him, you know, since he's used it canonically and he has the ability, he uses wood style, and he just, everybody with no RCT is dead, and which leaves us with Hakari, and when I say everybody in Jujutsu Kaisen, I mean all the powerful people. Like I said, anyone below special grade is pointless. They like Mahito and shit is not doing nothing to him because he's getting one shot. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he's not gonna be able to touch him because that speed difference is way too fast. But Mahito would survive a good bit because you have to cut him a lot. But actually, he wouldn't survive a good bit because Kamoi. Sorry, my bad, Kamoi. Yeah, so, and we know that Obito is so strong enough that it'd be able to take at least several touches from Mahito, considering weaker characters have taken multiple touches, and we know for a fact Obito's soul is OP as shit again, because he's in the afterlife with his soul. He was able to come away his power to Kakashi, bro. Like, that doesn't even make sense. And again, he got the 10 tails pulled out of him, and my guy was still good. That's different gravy altogether when it comes to soul. So we know his soul is fucking broken. So I think he wins high diff only because of the amount of people that'll be attacking him. I think nobody's fast enough to actually tag him. And Gojo is the only kind of hope, but we never really seen him use his teleportation like the fort. And we know that, and another thing, even if you can't see the space thing, another thing, Kamui is automatic. It's subconscious. He doesn't have to think about it. He can, like, if an attack is coming, his Sharingan senses it, and it automatically just, again, precog, automatically just turns on. And that everybody in this fight is just way too slow for him, like ridiculously slow in comparison to him. So I think he takes care of everybody. Leaving Sukuna, Gojo, and Maharaga. We're gonna give Maharaga there. The problem with Maharaga here is, do we say that Obito has a one-shot capability of getting rid of Maharaga? I think most definitely. I think either with the wood style or with a punch to the face. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think he punches him once, like, as hard as he can, and is gone. If he punches him hard and it doesn't work, you know he always spams Kamui anyway. He Kamui's that bum out of here. And all he has to do is kill the person who summoned him anyway. Listen. Sukuna is ORCT durability great. Kamui, he's out of there. You know what I'm saying? He's out of there. And we know it takes Maharaga time to adapt to stuff like that. So let's say Maharaga and Sukuna, and I'm sure there's some kind of distance freaking barrier between Maharaga and Sukuna that they have to be in, type shit. But yeah, so let's say he Kamui's the two of them, because he's gonna know that slash is obviously risky. Kamui's them first, and he's gonna be able to speed blitz him to Kamui him. And then he's left with Gojo.